We are living longer, and this is good news. This is also made possible because our healthcare systems are more and more efficient. We can diagnose diseases better and earlier, treat them more efficiently, and providing better support to patients with chronic conditions. Medical technologies play here a key role, making our healthcare system more cost-effective and providing better outcomes for patients. At the Ghent University, we have great technologies, coming from consortia with track record in developing innovative solutions. This is, for instance, HiCT, that improves image diagnostic and image-guided therapies. MedTech, that develops biodegradable implants. Or NB Photonics, that brings in vitro diagnostic to the next level. CMST ePoly, that integrates microelectronics into smart implants. Or Victoris, that enable technology for faster and better rehabilitation. We are also very happy to collaborate with the University Hospital and Hirus, where many ideas are generated by healthcare professionals to address unmet needs. Developing meaningful innovation is important, but bringing them to patients is what we aim, because it will help them to improve their condition and also generate extra revenue for the university to fund further research.
Victoris is a valorization center focusing on research and innovation in the area of sports and health. It's bringing together about 25 research groups from Ghent University and its associated university colleges. And our main focus is on a variety of applications within those domains. Medical device technology is becoming more and more important also in a sports and health related context. For sure when thinking about topics as sports medicine, orthopedics, etc. And of course the rehabilitation side is becoming more and more relevant in terms of which technologies to be used, which one to select and which ones in the end have the most clinical value. A specific example of a project that originated within the consortium is called Lower Impact Running, which is actually focused on everything that relates to running-related injuries and how to prevent them by adapting running styles, which is now actually leading to a spin-out in which the longer-term vision is also to include health and medical-related parameters. The medical technology community within Ghent, I think in the next years will be even more blended within the health and sports related domains. Because on the one hand, medicine is becoming more focused on the prevention side, and on the other hand, sports and health related researchers and communities are more focused on more evidence-based, more clinically effective solutions. So I think the future looks bright in bringing together those type of communities even more than before.
I work for the Business Development Center of Nano and Biophotonics, in short NB Photonics. It's a consortium of 26 professors, all active in the field of photonics, which is a science and technology of light. And they cover different disciplines going from material science to chip technologies and advanced microscopy. We see that photonics has a lot of potential in the field of health, especially because with light you can measure a lot of things in the body non-invasively. For example, you can measure through the skin certain biomarkers. You can also make very miniaturized optical sensors that can go into the body to measure, for example, during surgery, certain aspects. And we are making solutions that are more affordable, more portable, more robust, so I think we have a lot to offer. There is one really exciting innovation that resulted from this consortium, and it's a spin-off Indigo Diabetes, who is developing an implant for continuous glucose monitoring. So it's using a small chip that uses light to measure glucose, but it's implantable, so nobody will see anything when you're doing your exercise or going for a swim. It's really a big difference for people suffering from diabetes. We really want to be part of this community. We think there is a lot to learn from the application experts, also because there are so many medical devices around being developed worldwide, and we really need to understand where we can make the difference. Also, the development time of a medical device is very long, so it's very interesting to start from the beginning, learn each other at informal events, do brainstorming activities to really go to the next level in terms of innovation.
Poly focuses on the commercialization of the microsystem and semiconductor research at Ghent University. It brings together a number of complementary technology groups on the one hand, and on the other hand, a number of application-oriented groups who are within Ghent University. Microsystem technology is important in the medical field. Think for instance about cochlear implants, and also for our consortium the medical field has emerged as the most important application field in recent years. It's not surprising as this is par excellence the field that requires very small, flexible, even stretchable, hermetically sealed components. One innovation coming out of our consortium is that of smart contact lenses, whereby we aim to integrate autonomous electronic functionality within classic lenses. This is a probe we developed in a project to develop a smart prosthetic hand. It is designed to interact with individual nerve fibers. At its core, it contains an electrode array of 64 electrodes, and in this way we can both record electrical signals and also stimulate nerves electrically. Via the MedTech community, we want to create visibility for our technology, visibility towards medical experts, because we know that for the successful development of MedTech innovations, early on interaction with physicians, with medical specialists is important. We also hope to create visibility towards the MedTech companies and towards industry professionals in the MedTech field who are interested in joining the founding team of university spin-offs.
My consortium is called ChemTech Life Science, so I support research group active in chemistry. We have organic chemistry research group, inorganic chemistry, but also polymer research group as well as analytical research group. Globally, it is 10 to 15 research groups, and it contains more than 200 researchers. Medical technologies is very important, and of course we start from chemistry, and in order to see what chemistries we develop for what application, we always collaborate with clinicians and with engineers to understand the medical need. We develop for medical devices, but also for drug delivery or other pharmaceutical applications. We have this year a first medical device that was tested in the clinical phase in human, and it was a collaboration with a company that developed a hemostat, what was based on our novel polymers that was invented here. Of course, we have many more products in the pipeline, one of which is, for example, a 3D printed menisci that can be developed and is resorbable in the knee. Another example is the injectable that was developed for breast reconstruction to co-inject with lipoaspirate. It's very important to have a MedTech community because, as I said, it's work that we do, we cannot do it on ourselves. We need to connect with other researchers, with companies, in order to really focus on the medical need and also the market needs. So I expect quite some value in networking and connecting people.
So HIRUS is a health innovation and research institute from Ghent University Hospital, and we provide support for clinical innovative research over the whole line. So going from an idea to working it out to something tangible for the patient. And for this we have various experts going from funding advisors to project writers to advisors on the ethical committee submission and or regulatory authorities.
We experience that digital technology is booming in our hospital and in the medical sector in general, and this also goes hand in hand with new guidelines and new regulations on its development. Therefore, we have gained a lot of expertise on these new regulations, especially on medical devices, to be able to support researchers in this complex trajectory. We have been involved in a device that is used to more precisely and with better comfort administer radiotherapy to breast cancer patients. Another example is an app that is used to show patients and physicians how much of a product like a gel should be applied to treat certain skin disorders.
Bringing together various stakeholders, so going from researchers to clinicians to entrepreneurs, so that an idea is effectively and quickly transformed into something tangible, benefit for the patient and society. It also creates a societal impact, making the tools and technologies accessible for the broad public. And finally, it will also serve as a first point of contact for anyone with a question in the MedTech field.
I'm at the head of the HiCT consortium. HiCT stands for Hybrid Computed Tomography. It clusters about 10 to 15 research groups governing about 150 researchers that are active in computed tomography or tomographical imaging. This is looking at the inside of objects, can be human parts, but also fossils or others. A lot of people might know tomographical imaging from general CT scans or X-ray scans that you know from inside of the hospital. So basically at the heart of what we do lies a lot of applications in the clinical field. More than half of all the applications that we roll out are directly related to medical imaging applications. Where we are now here are at the Infinity Center in Ghent University, which governs all preclinical imaging research. One example of a spin-off of Ghent University and from HiCT is called Molecubes. Molecubes build desktop preclinical small scanners that are used in the preclinical research for new drug developments and also maybe vaccines like the COVID vaccine. Another example is a small wearable device for cardiology applications, where we try to monitor the heart of patients at risk, where people with an acute myocardial infarction could get direct feedback or attention on the status of their heart. Knowing that a medical device takes a lot of time and a lot of regulations to get from a primary idea to a patient, to be sure to be assisted well along that pathway by all individual actors in the network, to be sure that we take the right steps at the right time.
The Ghent Medical Technology Cluster facilitates and supports the development of new innovative medical devices through the ecosystem in Ghent and beyond. We are not only aiming at the design and the development of those devices, but we are also focusing on implementing those new devices in value-based healthcare, either connected care or integrated care. Several organizations have combined their efforts, have combined their potential and aligned their strategy to continuously support MedTech entrepreneurs, investors and clinical partners. Organizations like the Ghent University, university colleges, Achtervelde Hogeschool, Hogeschool Ghent, but also university hospitals and different general hospitals. Besides, of course, IMEC iStart, Blue Health Innovation, and of course MedVia, the innovative cluster for better health in Flanders.
MedTech is here to support researchers in that process, and we look forward to continuing and developing new collaboration with them.